Hello everyone. Namaste. Welcome to my channel VPK Nutrition Mind Body Healing with Pushpa. Today I'm going to be talking all about the functions of Agni, the metabolic fire, and how do you know if you have a good Agni or not. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. In last episode, I talked about the Agni, the importance of Agni in the body, as well as the 4 types of Agni, and I hope you were able to recognize that in yourself. And if you haven't watched it, please go back and watch those. Again, in today's episode, I'm going to go through some of the functions of Agni in the body, which is called the metabolic fire, and how these things can affect you in the physical, mental level, and how you can recognize if you have a good Agni or not. So I wanted to talk about the functions one by one, but I will be using a few Sanskrit words here and there, which I borrowed from Dr. Lard's textbook on Ayurveda. But I will definitely explain those. So first function of Agni, the metabolic fire, is digestion. So when you need good Agni to digest your food, absorb the nutrients and assimilate them, and which is important for the formation of tissues. Again, any of the sensory perceptions, all of the things absorbed through the senses also need Agni for digestion to get the knowledge as well as to understand the knowledge that you're getting properly. So how do you know if you have good Agni in this sense for digestion? You usually have a good appetite and you actually have the physiological hunger whenever you eat. So when you're eating lunch, you actually feel hungry to eat. And a lot of times people just eat because it's time to eat and they really don't pay attention to their hunger signals. So that is what will tell you if you have good Agni or not. And it is always a good idea to wait till you're hungry before you eat instead of just eating because it's time to eat. So if you have a good appetite, then it's a good Agni. If you have poor appetite and don't feel hungry for hours on end, that tells you that your Agni is very weak. So that is number one. The second thing is Agni is responsible for maintaining body temperature. So if you have normal Agni, then you feel pretty comfortable in whatever temperature you have. However, if the Agni is poor or weak, then you're going to feel too cold, or if it's Tikshana, then you might feel very hot. So if you have these kinds of symptoms, that tells you that your Agni is imbalanced. Third thing that we think about for Agni's function is Ojakara, which means Ojas means it's the end product of the formation of tissues in the cellular level, and this is what creates immunity in the body. So the Agni is a creator of immunity in the body. So if you have good Agni, then you're going to have really good immunity, and you're not going to be susceptible to a lot of diseases or allergies and all these other problems. However, if you have a poor Agni, then you're going to get sick more often. So if you are one of those people who get sick very often or easily, that tells you your Agni needs work. Fourth thing, energy, right? Agni gives you energy in the body. How does it do that? Through the prana. Now, prana is the life energy that we take in through the breath. So if you have good breathing, good circulation in the body, then you're going to have a lot of energy to do all the stuff that you want to do. But if you're lacking in energy, if you're dragging yourself, feeling sluggish and just not feeling good, you're talking about these chronic fatigue syndrome, things like that, that means you don't have good Agni. So you need to work on the Agni to kindle the fire so that you can produce that energy within yourself to do your daily activities. Fifth indication or function of Agni is giving complexion to the skin, or it is called Prabha, which means giving glow and a luster to the skin. So if you have good Agni, then you will have that glowing skin, you'll have the beautiful luster and all of that. However, if it is poor Agni, and let's say with Vata imbalance, it'll be more of a darker skin, it'll show like darker shades in the skin. Or if it is more reddish, it is a Pitta imbalance. And then of course, if it is more pale skin, it is more like a Kapha imbalance. So you want to have that beautiful lustrous skin, not just by applying makeup and moisturizer, but actually work on the Agni to create that luster from within, the complexion from within, because we all want to see that glow. The sixth thing is having good circulation in the body. Agni is responsible for that. which means what? Not just the movement of food in the digestive tract, everything working well, but also elimination from the body. So we need to have a good bowel movement. Ayurveda says in order to be healthy, you have to have a bowel movement every day, and or at least every other day is preferable if it is not happening, and make sure you're evacuating well. And you yourself would feel, if you're not evacuating, you're not moving your bowels well, then you're not going to feel really healthy. And that tells you your Agni is very low and you need to somehow find a way to fix it. So if you're having diarrhea and constipation or any other GI symptoms, then be aware that your Agni needs to get kindled. So now let's get to the subtler part of Agni. There are four more concepts that I want to discuss with Sanskrit words for the function of Agni. One is Shaurya. Shaurya means courage or having the bravery to deal with stressful situations in life or stress with relationships or whatever the case may be. So if you have a good Agni, you can generally handle a lot of stress and be okay and comfortable with yourself. Now, if you find that you're really struggling with dealing with stress or relationships and just want to run away from things, that shows that you are very poor Agni. The next word I talked about is Harsha. Harsha means happiness, cheerfulness, being joyful and being very content with everything in your life. So if you're feeling discontent, feeling sad and depressed, that's most likely that your Agni is very weak. Again, you need to work on that. And then, of course, there is Raga. Raga also means enthusiasm or zest for life. Now, a lot of times, if you're not feeling that zest for life and you just want to shut down, completely withdraw from everything and go away, then again that also tells you that your Agni is not working well, so you need to work on your Agni. The fourth Sanskrit word, prasada, is another function of Agni, of balanced Agni, which means clarity and purity. Now, when you have clarity and purity of thought, then you have better comprehension without any confusion, and your behavior also shows that you're acting consistently with that much of clarity in the mind. However, if you don't have this quality, or the opposite of prasada is vishada. That means you don't have the clarity, you have a lot of confusion, and you're pretty inconsistent in your behavior. So you may not have the same clarity when you go to work or at home, and it may be completely different. So this is another thing to pay attention to. So just to recap what I just said, I talked about 10 different functions of Agni. So we started with digestion first, then regulation of body temperature, building immunity, giving you life energy or giving you the energy to function, and also bowel movements. And then at the subtler levels, gives you courage to deal with stressful situations, give you happiness and joy and contentment, and gives you enthusiasm and zest for life, and also gives you good complexion. So these are some of the things that show that you have good Agni. Now, if you're lacking appetite and not having all of these enthusiasm, not able to grasp things and absorb things into yourself, or having a good complexion, or having a regular bowel movement, so these are all some indications that you have poor Agni and you need to work on this. Now, I'm going to give you more ideas about how to kindle Agni in my following videos. But for now, just pay attention to some of these factors and see what kind of Agni you really have. Remember, the father of medicine, Hippocrates himself, said all diseases start with the gut. So if you fix the gut, you fix your Agni, everything else can be fixed. So I want you to pay attention this week to all of these symptoms and write them down if you have to, and learn more about yourself. So everyone, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please subscribe, share, and listen to your body, observe your mind, and help yourself. Have a wonderful week ahead.